second. All right. Let me hit that. Got it there and done. All righty, y'all. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey here in Morocco at northwest of Mexham. How are you? I'd like to welcome you all to our 7-day tropic medical astro weather report. All righty, for the 17th through the 23rd, November 2022. Right, and I'm here with my beloved brothers, in whom I am well pleased, and they are
Islam, how art thou? I am Tarotamari Bey. That is I. Islam.
Sauce. And I am Brother Sean Alim L. All is well. But you know, my bros also call me
Braveheart. That's always mega fun, man. Let me actually do a spotlight in here. I realized I didn't spotlight, so let me do that. Where's my bro? Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. It's so funny. I just hit spotlight on something else, and it was like, no, we're going to spotlight this one. It's like, are you serious right now? So amazing, right? All right, let's try this again. There we go. And let's go add spotlight.
Moon squares Mercury, yes.
What'd you say, bro?
Moon squares Mercury, yes.
I know, right? Then hold on. Mercury's about to enter Sag. How about that? You know what I mean? And it's funny because we all were like doing communication things, looking for things or whatever it was we were doing this morning, man. I know people are like, did he mean like 10:30 Central? No. We actually meant 10:30 Eastern. It's just that, first of all, I forgot to take the waiting room off of the thing. But guys, you already know we're too cool to be embarrassed. You know, we build this thing while we fly it. You know what I mean? So add Brother Sean, and let's add this one to the spotlight also. So there we go. Boom shakalaka. So you guys can see us there, right? As we do what we do. All righty, guys. So as always, right, let me just hit the screen share here and jump right into it. All righty. Let's see. Start and say broadcast. All righty, y'all. So again, it's our 7-day tropic medical astro weather report. We're going to bring up our calendar. Here is the 7HealStar Astro calendar. Let's see. Boom, right? 7HealStar Astro calendar, right? And that is from March, Aries 2022 to February, Pisces 2023. Time never was when man was not. And we are quoting El Hajj Sheikh Sharif Abdul Ali, doing religious corporate activity, being Prophet Noble Drew Ali. All righty. So we're going to go here to the moon cycle. All righty. That is consistent, right, with the sun transiting Scorpio and Sagittarius, right? The water sign Scorpio, Scorpion, anciently ruled by Mars, contemporarily ruled by Pluto, and the fire sign Sagittarius, the hunter and or archer, ruled anciently and contemporarily by Jupiter. All righty. So guys, we're going over the 17th through the 23rd. For the 17th, November 2022, is I, Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey, giving my diverse testimony not only for sunrise, however, also for Mercury ingressing Sagittarius, the sign that is 180 degrees from where Mercury is supposedly, you know, it does its best, it's dominant there. So some would say in their practices that Mercury is debilitated. However, we're not doom and gloom astrologers. We really just look at what the energies are and move accordingly, right? The degree of draughtsmanship is from 0 to 3 degrees Sagittarius. So at the end of the day, some writings that could be done here. However, also at the same time, you know, people could be, you know, just preparing their mindsets for some type of travels. And I'll get to that when I do the testimony. For the 18th, November 2022, for a holy day, is Brother Sean Alim L. for those 5 diverse testimonies there. For the 19th, November 2022, it is Brother Terrell Tamari Bey with 2.
Oh, wait, is it Brother Jack?
Hold on.
Is Brother Jack Friday, Monday?
Oh, he's the Friday, Monday.
No. I had Friday, Monday last cycle, so I got Saturday,
That's what
Sunday.
I thought.
Did you? Oh man, I thought I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You did this.
Man, I was thinking I was Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday this whole time.
Yeah.
Yo.
Tough luck. Hopefully you got all the
Hey,
six
that's
house
probably just
aspects, too.
alleviating me of those 6 houses for you.
Nah, yeah. You got it. You got it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just kick back and relax and watch how my brother goes in on this service for the people. You know what I'm saying?
Don't relax.
Don't relax. Don't stop
You know what I'm saying? Relax and take notes. My brother Jag go in on the 6th house service notes. Relax and take notes. Take notes. Brother Jag just got the sauce now. He just got the sauce now. Yeah, I'm waiting for this.
Yo, y'all hilarious, man.
Michael Jackson popcorn me.
Y'all
this consistency is unmatched.
19th November 2022 for Saturn Day is Brother Terrell Tamari Day with those 2 aspects there, 1 ingress after the void of course moon, and 3 aspects there. Alrighty, for the 19th, then continuing for Sunday for those 3 transits there, right? We have our beloved brother still, Brother Terrell Tamari Day, getting it there, right? And coming up on very soon, the sun will ingress, Sag on the 22nd. However, Monday, what we have there for Brother Sean Alim is a transit, an ingress, and another transit there for Moon Day. And that ingress for Luna into Scorpio after the void of course moon there. And Brother Sean will go in on details there. All righty. For the 22nd, all righty. It is for that Tuesday 22nd, and I'll be giving my diverse testimony for Sol ingressing Sagittarius, right? We already know Surya ingressing Danus, right? Sagittarius is Danus, right? So with that being said, I have 2 aspects there for transits, those lunar transits there, and closing us out for the new moon day for the 23rd November 2022 is Brother Terrell Tamari Day with those 3 transits, ingress after that void of course moon, and the final transit for what I and Brother Sean had covered on Intuition Monday, happening there in the, let's see if I get this right, it's the 19th lunar mansion, right, where this is taking place.
Ooh, yep, Jag, your last one's gonna be 6th house.
Yo,
bro, didn't we look at that? We seen like we was going in like
it is for the East Coast. I think it is for the 6th house, yo. I can't wait till we get there, bro. It's gonna be like, whoa.
What a good way to end it out. Grand finale.
That's because Brother Jag is here to either serve and or be served. That's why he's regular, right? So it is what it is, man. What'd you say?
The servant is a master, indeed.
Yeah, I know, right? So that is great, guys. That is what we're going over, just to give you full disclosure of what we're about to do. All righty, let me go on back here to the Zoom. Stop the screen share. All righty, and let me go on over here and share screen, actually. All righty, yes, okay, Zoom. That's what I did. I stopped screen sharing. You're correct. And we're going to hit share here and give the remote control also to my Grow. Minimize these thumbnails over here. All righty, there we go. Where's that remote control there? All right, and the remote control. Where is Terrell Tamari Bay with the sauce? All righty. So there it goes. There it is. And okay, all righty. You good? Do your thing, Zoom. Zoom all like, hold on, man. I'm gonna keep bringing down the Zoom controls. All right, okay. Sweet. There we go. What is happening? Jesus. What is happening? All right, let's exit out of that because that's not what I meant. I don't even know why this is opening. What is happening? So interesting. All right. Guess we got that taken care of, I guess, right? Let's see. Is there anything else open? All right, I guess that closed because I hit the exit button a few times. All righty, so building it while we're flying it, as always. I guess we got it all set. So I am going to yield the floor to me, actually, right? And and get this thing going, right? I guess I might as well also set it, should I not set it? You got it, Jay?
I got you.
All right, sweet. So, guys, for the 17th November 2022, shout out to me and Marie. And I know it's your 14th solar return, so I want to say happy solar return to you, love. All righty, so at 25 degrees, all righty, Scorpio, 6 minutes is where we're having a solar ascendant conjunction there, right? And what we're actually seeing here, again, we already know, usually the midheaven would be Leo. However, we're seeing here the 10th house is actually on Virgo because we have an intercepted Cancer Capricorn axis here within the 8th house. So in this particular chart, we see Sol is ruling the 9th house with 1 degree, 11 minutes Leo on the 9th house cusp, which means, guys, for this solar ascendant here, we can allow ourselves to be self-creative in things that we are interested in when it comes to higher learning. All right, when it really comes to our foreign affairs, and it's really a tell-all, so to speak. And even when Mercury's about to ingress, for my only, testimony today for Mercury ingressing Sag, it's kind of telling in terms of when you're doing things for yourself and being creative in your higher learning. So that means there are going to be things communicated to you, things that you'll probably take part in, even if you're not physically traveling somewhere. You can allow yourself to travel in the mind by, opening up a book. Maybe it's dealing with some, maybe you'll read something about some water voyages or something of some nature that you'll actually see. The theme will probably be about unfavorable, water transiting, so to speak. So with that being said, I just want to kind of go right before this, sunrise, actually, and let me actually bring it up here behind me, right before this sunrise and taking place at about 0300 hours, 42 minutes to be exact, right? So 0300 hours and 42 minutes, just right before, this is about 3 hours and 15 minutes before sunrise, that Mercury's ingressing Sag, and it's actually taking place in the 2nd house. So we're really communicating higher learning values. So, and making sure that the values that are communicated pertaining to higher learning, we're really allowing ourselves to really shine the light on the things that we possess, especially things that may come from a past life. You may have residual memories for those of you that are sincerely tuned in with yourselves, and really allowing your quote unquote former self to come to light in a sense where maybe if you're fortunate enough to remember some things from a past life, that's because you did pretty well and pretty good in your past life. I don't really contemplate in my mind that, people that have, a bit of a challenge in a previous life may have too much of a memory other than that which they're here to complete in this lifetime. So with that being said, Mercury in the 2nd house ingressing Sag, ruling over the 9th house for Gemini, all righty, as well as ruling over the 12th house. So guys, we're really allowing ourselves to bring home some things that may have been hidden. We may have to isolate ourselves to really do some studying, some learning. You may, be invited to a party, right? And you want to get all dressed up and, be within the spotlight of some things. However, you're really realizing that you really got to kind of go back and really study some things that are really important to you, because those of you that are expecting or have expected from you some paper that's due, some sort of writing, you're going to actually realize that you don't want to work against yourself, whereas you want to actually meet the actual completion time. I'm not going to say deadline because we're in full life over here. So you meet the completion time or the moment, right? The dimension that you would like to actually have said writing is complete. However, you're going to be doing a lot of self-internalization, and you're really going to be bringing forward some divine balance for yourself so that you can really be able to take the journey necessary, not really a physical journey in sense of you traveling somewhere, even though this is really good for traveling by land as well as litigation, considering that this is the 19th lunar mansion that we're speaking on, as well as this is good for uterine health for women. And maybe a lot of mothers will be focusing on, or maybe a lot of women will be recognizing that they're looking at a lot of things that are dealing with quote unquote manifestations termed childbirth. Alrighty, that's going to probably be a really huge theme, especially for this Mercury ingressing Sagittarius, especially within the 19th lunar mansion. It's already been there. It's going to be there for another 8 degrees or so. Alrighty, considering the span of the 19th lunar mansion. So with that being said, I really think that Mercury is going to bring the conditions of, self-internalization pertaining to higher learning, as well as self-isolation at home. So you guys are going to really allow yourselves, especially because it's getting a little colder here in the Northern Hemisphere, that you really are going to take serious things that you should have studied, especially when there are details that are being communicated to you that will really self-activate within a fire that will allow you to allow a consistency to occur. You may even kind of start your diary here also. Those of you that like to keep journals or diaries, you may have a new one that you may start, or you've never had one before, and now you're realizing that when you write, there's a lot more benefit than loss when it comes to you writing. And with that being said, I'm going to yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I am well pleased while I edit on the fly in the background, Brother Sean Alim L. Islam.
All right, we're just gonna get through this thing, right? All righty, so
one more time, Brother Jag, on the sun ingress, right? Because remember, we just did the one before. The transit was before sunrise, so it still gave you the 17th. Islam.
Bear with me.
Islam, do your thing.
Do your thing, Brother Jag. Do your thing.
Indeed, man. It's like,
Brother Jag, can you do something for us? Can you give us some 6 house service?
Hey, yo, stop, yo. You know what I was thinking though? While Brother Jag brings this up, what I was really thinking is, especially with that Mercury coming in Sag, Mercury does deal with communication and service, and Sag is higher learning and religion and foreign affairs. All righty. And I really think that we're in a time now where people who assume authority in a certain way over the people until, people like us actually speak up and put these people in their place respectfully, according to what we know, what their actual duties are, and not allowing them to act extrajudicially, so to speak. I'm really seeing that a lot of people are going to be in these so-called positions, and they're going to be eating a lot of crow, because they're going to realize that the whole time they've been really breaking the law with the mindset of, I don't care, I'm doing my job, I don't care what anybody says, I'm not going to debate with these people that think this. There's no thought to you not knowing your job description. So guys, you're going to really see a lot of balance and fairness happen. However, that doesn't mean if you are a former being who was in a so-called correctional facility, and now you have this so-called hardcore demeanor about you, that shit's going to cut out too, because the universe is really making it so that those that are lawless, even if they're the ones in uniform, or those that have an attitude from allowing themselves to be federal agents, right? Because the reason that they're federal agents, because they were even in these facilities, if they didn't truly hurt anyone, they were in these facilities based off of the fact that they were thought to be some federal agent that agreed to be or consented to be sued that way. All righty. If it was like a simple possession, some failure to appear for some transportation violation that per their thinking or whatever, called a ticket or whatever like that, that type of stuff. Yeah, that stuff's about to die down. However, if you're someone who actually injured someone and you think you're like Debo on the block where you're from, or you're oh, I'm this tough guy in the gang. That man, you have no clue how you guys and the policy enforcers that are unfair are about to be like, it's like that. Remember Indiana Jones and that ball that was rolling? You guys about to be pulverized. No, I'm serious. That's how justice is right now. It's that big rolling stone. Flat out.
That's the old statement in prophecy.
You're pulverized, man. It's like, no, homie, I'm tough. You're like, okay, that's not the prescription right now. You might want to, study and not be so hardcore, because at the end of the day, that rolling stone is way harder than you are. Just want to put that out there.
Yeah. That's funny.
So I yield. Islam, brother Sean.
Islam, bro. All right, we got sunrise, sun conjunct the ascendant. Pardon me, not Sagittarius, Scorpio. Yeah, closing out. So definitely review over these last 3-4 degrees of how your Scorpio season was, what transformations were made, just what hitting things you found out about yourself, right? And let's get this thing going for the day. We got Luna and a Uranian trine. All right, this is occurring before sunrise.
It's holiday gonna be dope.
Alrighty. Okay. All right, so we've got a lunar Uranian trine here. We've got Luna. Yeah, right. Luna and Virgo, and we've got 11th house, and we have Uranus in the 7th. Ew.
Stop it. Don't say
He said ew.
He said ew. Stop it, man. Stop it.
All right, so Luna and Uranus, right? This is Virgo and Taurus going on here. So this is a very harmonious time. I'm saying like a lot of get-togethers will probably be occurring, or like future events like planning. Maybe like someone wants to do something really kind, either for their like spouse or loved one, or just for one of their friends. Luna and Virgo, it's definitely and 11th house too, details and organization. So definitely party planning here, or possibly like doing like a yoga class. Like maybe someone's gonna like purchase a yoga class or something for someone, one of their friends to do. Also another great time to just reassess finances here between those in the partnerships, or just for those that are just singles. Just getting your finances together here, what's working for you, what's not, what could be let go of, what could you put that energy that the finance comes from, the energy, and how can that better you? So when it's like, possibly someone might be even considering like some kind of classes, whether it be, what's that, counseling, like either like counseling or even like
Astrology.
Astrology, some vacation. This is a good time for like synastry here. For this time, while this lunar Uranian trine, like getting some synastry done. It could be an increase in some tarot here.
Learning the tarot. Learning the tarot.
Mars.
It's like, I comprehend it now. I get what Ace of Swords really means.
Yes.
People were really securing themselves with the sudden change and how they relate to things. That's really their soul's destiny. So I agree, bro.
So
Sun and Mercury right there, and Sag ruling over that 11th and 9th. So yeah, yeah, civics is about to go viral. I think civics and astrology, all these things are really coming back into the forefront. It's like it's nothing new under the sun, but most beings have just like, yeah, it's astrology, whatever, it's memes, or it's like you wouldn't eat if it wasn't for astrology. Like, fuck what you talking about? So yeah, respectfully, yeah, like you wouldn't be able to eat. Right, you talk about, oh, it's their so-called birthday, you celebrate that. So yeah, 8th house Mars right there in the 8th, Mercury like opposite by sign. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a push between the communication and the drive. So this is like getting clear, basing things off of basing off our like principle and foundation, and not really letting so-called money or finance be the factor. It's like, whether you're like, they would say like broke or rich. I mean, what are your principles? Because if you come into that, finance or whatever, and your principles ain't right, it won't last. So it's always been about principle first. All right. Yeah. And with that, I am going to yield for that lunar Uranian trine. And looks like next up, we have a lunar Neptunian reflection. He's got to go.
Lucky.
Ooh.
He said, "Woo!" Y'all hilarious, y'all. Y'all hilarious.
Ugh. All right. Whew.
We don't want people thinking the 6th and 7th houses are like
really
horrible.
a comedian, yo.
The 6th and 7th houses aren't horrible, guys. We're just comedians on the fly with this sometimes because we get it. You know what I mean? Sometimes people are like, they're speaking over it. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're speaking directly to what you should be knowing, actually.
Yeah, we're just being silly.
Yeah, I mean, and it's fun actually. You know how some people would be. They'll take Brother Sean's ill. It's like, oh my God, I got the.
Oh my God, I have all of my planets in the 7th house. Am I a detriment to society?
Like
the sun is falling. It is falling.
We're just joking. Like we're just having fun with this. All right, I yield, man. I yield.
That's fine. All right, so we got Luna and Neptune here. So this is this is vibing out. This is music here. Luna's in the 5th house, Virgo. So maybe like making some playlist or cleaning out your playlist, doing just cleaning things out, pertaining to like your creativity, or there could be like beings like reflecting on like past lovers or like past friendships here. And you're really just getting clear, not like you're getting in the feels, as they would say, or like, getting caught up or imagining the past, just using that as matters to how you like to move forward, right? Virgo's all about details. Pisces is seeing the bigger picture. So now it's Neptune being a higher vibration of Venus here. You're really be able to, just be able to reflect and enjoy yourself. So let's see, 22 degrees. 13, 24. So yeah, this will be like in a Capricorn. It's a Saturn ruled degree, right? So it really goes in harmony with restructuring, right? 10th house, Saturn at 10th. So this is ambition and life goals. So how are you looking to, or how are we, looking to get more creative so that we can bring these thoughts that we have to the physical, right? The 5 cycle. Saturn's in the 10th ruling that. So, and Uranus is is a co-ruler here. So it's about having your own back and hanging with others that have your back, right? Because if beings are around you and they're really not for you, you know, I think they're gonna be more detrimental than beneficial. Right? You can't climb up a building, you got somebody tugging at your back, you know, it's like, help me, let me pull you down. I want you to get there first. So yeah, just getting back into getting structure, yeah, discipline and focus here. Saturn's about hard work. Like, oh, I want to work hard, right? Well, there's nothing wrong with working hard, but knowing what you're working towards and why. So yeah, Neptune and Pisces retrograde. So you're definitely reflecting here. And Luna and Virgo saying do something to nurture yourself that calms the anxiety or the nervousness. With that you could feel in your gut. So you're really able to look within so you can feel that. And the soul's got final dispositorship. So if you're in a partnership, talk to your loved one about it. You know, about things that you see and kind of give some ideas and see what they would say. And signs in Scorpio. So yeah, this is hidden things. And for those, you know, that don't have someone, like I said, you can, you know, talk to within yourself or just talk within your friend group about some things and see what they would have. Yeah, Sun and Neptune's in a separating trine. So things could be coming up for you that are already done and handled. And you're like, wow, I'm still worrying about this, trying to figure that out when it's already like kind of been solved. So yeah, it's all about clarity. Whoa, wow. Uranus right there on the ascendant. Yeah. So yeah, this is the clarity once again to come through. It's like, all right, you know, I think me and Brother Jag was talking. What did I pull that one time? Like 4 cups, I think it's like 4 or 7 of cups. He's like, you know, not crying over like spilled milk, right? So
yeah, that's 7 of cups. Yeah.
Yeah. So now you're able to like take this tower moment of the death and rebirth, right? It's like, wow, I went through these stages and these phases, and now I'm realizing that it wasn't me that was crazy, you know. You just might have knew too much. No. All right. So yeah, this is clarity here. Being able to move forward. Not only just mental clarity, but you know, gaining financial clarity or finding some security, you know, being able to stand confident within yourself and your being, right? On what you value and not letting anyone knock you off your square. And once you know, kind of know where you are and clear on where you are, Moon in Virgo is detailed. So if you know you're detailed out and you're able to at the same time simultaneously give that bigger picture, it's like, you know, they ain't gonna be able to fuck with you. All right. And with that, I'll yield and we'll get into what we got next. We got a lunar Martian square here. All right, here. So this might be like a, you know, push and pull energy. Let's see. Luna's still in Virgo in the 5th. Mars is in the 2nd in retrograde. So definitely reflecting on just the daily things, what's movable, what you have, right? Communicating that. This is all internal though. So you're feeling this internal drive to really do something. Luna and Virgo is definitely giving you creative ways and creative insights to properly structure your drive. So yeah, you got to be in rhythm with how you fix those actions from within, you know, word to Brother Jag. Some of that 6th house service sauce for you right there. Oh, so right there. Coming down. So really, yeah, listen and pay attention. They about to start working on a domus. So yeah, really just pay attention here to just your mentality and how are you creating things for yourself or how you're expressing yourself, what's not working. Virgo and Gemini, you know, it's definitely communication, service, health. So you know, looking to make the necessary adjustments. All right, let's see, we could think of an example. You know, for someone of, well, let's take Brother Jack, for example, you know, plays a guitar, right? You know, he had to learn some things, but he might not have found out when he was in his early stages that he wasn't doing something right. So now he's taking the opportunity to nurture himself. It's like, okay, how can I get better at that? And Mars is like, you know, it's how you do it. So now he's able to advance himself on the guitar studies and doings, right? Well, yeah, be kind to yourself.
That's actually super accurate.
So yeah, just be kind, nurtures to yourself. Moon and Virgo, yeah, clean. So probably could be like a major cleaning party going on at the job, right? Getting ready for quote unquote the holiday season. Hey, right? Yeah, this is very Mercurian here. So yeah, Mercury in the 7th. Ooh, yeah, this is relating. I think there's going to be a lot of conversations here about, oh, well, I think this, or I believe in this, but not taking that fire and just letting burn each other up. It's like, well, I got a flamethrower. Who's gonna pull first? Type energy. Is able just to relate and communicate. Mercury's ruling over this. So 7th house, yeah. There's gonna be some definitely a lot of structure and philosophy going. And I'll yield and get into the next aspect. And we have a solar Plutonian sextile.
This is a beautiful holy day, man.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Oh, wow. We got Sun, sextile, Pluto, and then Luna, sextile, Pluto next. I mean, Pluto and trine Pluto. Wow.
Yeah.
So, whew. Hey, I'll be right back, bro. Brother Jag, you got this real quick while I step away?
No, it's all right. You just remember. You just gotta. It's certain things you gotta handle. You know what I mean?
What transit is this? What transit is this? You gotta hold on. I'm gonna fly.
What's that? That's not Pluto. I hit it too many times.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, you're in March.
Oh,
2020.
Cool, let's just stay there. I tried to keep it there because Pluto was in the 6th house. I got excited.
You're trying to throw me a curveball.
Hold on, let's see though. Oh, you guys had Sun sextile Pluto.
There we go. There it is, bro.
Wow, that's literally happened 3 minutes after Luna square Mars. That's interessante. Oh, okay, this thing happened. Let's knock that out. Okay, boom, there you go.
God damn it.
I think you're good.
Close, Brother Jack, close.
Close, but that's
Y'all are hilarious.
Shit, man.
Oh, that sun is
actually
in the 7th house,
that's
though, right?
that's hugging it though. So that's actually on there. So we can debate about that all day. Now
Sun is in the 7th.
That's cool. But it's 2 degrees and 11 minutes. So we can debate about that all day.
Wow, there's that 11 again, bro. That's interessante. Your first moon, your first void of course moon Jag is like until it ingresses. What was that?
211. Yeah.
Is it ingressing Virgo? Libra, right?
211. Yeah.
That void of course moon is 2 hours and 11 minutes. I'm telling you, man, these astral patterns are no joke. Right? Oh, okay, hold on. I'm still in that thing again. Hold on, let me just, okay, there you go. Boom, shakalaka.
It's on you, Saya.
Yes, there you go, brother Sean.
We have Sol in the 7th, So Scorpio.
Yeah.
And yeah, Pluto in the 9th. Right there in Capricorn, 26 degrees. So I think that's the hair. Yeah, that's the hair. Which is in a Taurian kind of expression energy, pertaining to the degrees here. So yeah, this is value and the partnerships and just kind of like how we communicate, right? With our partners, with those who we do business with. Pluto's in a 9th, so yeah, there's an ending of cycles here. There's an opportunity to grow past what you have came to this point. What have you learned? Sun and Scorpio is all about expressing that hidden nature, that quote unquote like darker nature, lower nature of ourselves, but that's only to end the cycles of the disharmony between higher and lower self. So there's an opportunity to grow when you decide to merge that higher and lower self, knowing what the lows are, knowing what the highs are, all right? And expressing that. So there could be, communication. So really learning something foreign, something that's heart-filled, that gets you optimistic about life so that you can start looking past like all the material side of things. Like, we know the material is here, it's helpful, but it all starts in the mental first before it manifests in the 5 cycle. So Mars is ruling the 7th. So Mars is in the 2nd. So this is reassessing what you have materially, physically, spiritually. And just seeing the dual natures of that. So man, this is the beautiful holy day. So really be open to that communication. I'll say that again. Mercury is going to be making that conjunction soon with Venus. So it's that definitely like that love, that optimistic energies in the air of just experience thinking, it's getting cold, but things are heating up internally. So I'm gonna go back to when the sun ingress Aries and Brother Jack's like that fire up under the ass. Yes. This fire is being lit within us. We're moving from a lot of water-based transits when Sol, Venus and Mercury was in Scorpio, now to this fire energy. So coming out of that birth and death and rebirth process for us all, collectively here on Midgard. And moving back into this fiery, loving, spirited energy. 7-9. There's gonna be a lot of opportunities to come up for like work, maybe like foreign things. So maybe being able to like work with some structured beings, like so-called government contracts, or whether they like missionary trips, or kind of like like some, I think it's like quote unquote religious, is being able to work on things that are just, most beings will think are foreign, but behind closed doors, it's gonna motivate the collective. And with that, I'll yield and I'll get into the final aspect of the day. And we have Luna trining Pluto here. It's the last aspect of the day. So definitely nurture yourselves here. Treat yourself to something. Find one of those critical, outrageous films, and just watch that. Oh, I'm in a clear. No 6th, no 7th for me, Brother Jack. What's gonna be? All right. 4. This is 4 occurring 4 houses. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is definitely some change in structure within the home. 2 and 5. Luna, 26 degrees Virgo. Pluto, 26 degrees Capricorn. And this will be, being final disposited by Mercury and Jupiter. So wow, Mercury and Jupiter are both in signs that Guru rules, right? Once you look at that, Buddha and Guru here being the final dispositors. So Luna in the 2nd. This is, once again, this is organizing your finances on this holy day. I think a lot of beings either going to be like saving, or they'll be buying some things they kind of have their eye on, and not feeling bad about, buying some things, right? Knowing that, when you spend finance, whether it's energy or currency, to bring some better for yourself, it allows things to come in. So, and also getting rid of some things. I see a lot of beings probably throwing out a bunch of clothes or giving some things away, maybe some yard sales, right? Occurring with this, and just like the ending of some cycles. So, like growing past the kind of family way of doing things or like the family tradition and just making ways for something new occurring. Mercury's in the fourth. Wow, would you look at that? Yeah, having that talk. Sun and Venus there too. Yeah, it's like things will be coming to the light that might have not been seen. So maybe plant some seeds now that will come with some future clarity once Mercury, gets to away from the sun a little more here. Jupiter in the eighth and Pisces, yeah. Realize how much we have grown. For everyone to see this, just realize how much you have grown, how much you expanded, like from what you thought was true, how you studied, and now you're seeing that truth in a new light, more expansive than you have before. Yeah, embrace some love. With that, I'll yield and let Brother Jack do his thing, man, because I'm ready to see for these,
You, man. He said, I'm ready to see. You really hilarious, man.
he's gonna play I Spy sixth house transits. That's what he's playing right now.
Yeah.
Like, there's a sixth house transit. There's a sixth house transit. There's a sixth house transit. It's like the new version of Punch Buggy, no punchback.
Like the Astro version of the jurisprudent gym joke that we have running.
I know, right? It's love.
All right. Islam. So we got the sun at 27 degrees Scorpio, 7 minutes. Right. This is the 19th of November, 2022, Christian calendar year. 1442 would be Moorish calendar year. So yeah, with that what was it? Moon trine Pluto energy. It's like best to really just connect to that let's just say the biological urge or that creative spark that you get with that energy on Saturday. It's best to keep that energy sort of flowing so you can kind of like get comfortable with this energy you just discovered within yourself, so to speak. So be open to being amazing, so to speak. Yeah, because you are. Yeah, that's what's happening. You're seeing that you have something, you have a gift to give to the world. You have a mission. You're here for a purpose. So what is that purpose? And then that's the clarity. That's that. You're like, oh yeah, so I'm going to go do That's that energy. So we're going to move on to the first aspect with the sun and the moon sextile, and before the moon goes void for 2 hours and 11 minutes. So moon's still in Virgo, sextile, sun in Scorpio, right? So moon is in the first house, and sun is in the third house. Right, this is at midnight. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that 1 second after midnight is a bit breathtaking. I was looking at it on the calendar like, what? Does that say 000?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is dope. Like, yeah, so what Brother Sean was saying, with that Venus and Sag, and this moon still being in Virgo, it's like imperative to really like be or have courage to really take that initiative into those foreign studies, so to speak, or those studies that may seem foreign, or it's like it's sort of scary, or it's a little too deep, from how you are used to comprehending things or perceiving things. So now there's like some sort of change of perception, so to speak, because the moon in Virgo, Virgo moon, it's very, conceptualized or, like detailed. I'm going to really be critical before I make a move. So and having that relationship with the sun being in Scorpio is that's like super beautiful, because it's like it's you can just think of, you know, like the ocean, so to speak. And then so the ocean would be Scorpio, and then Virgo would be the surfboard or something like that. So it's like you're finding a way to not be so driven by the waves, so to speak. You're riding the waves with the surfboard, you know, giving an analogy, right? So that mental fortitude, so to speak, where, you know, what's being enhanced, or realizing how that has been inherited, so to speak, this these talents, or these what's the word? Like the way your intellect operates, so to speak. You know, that's generational in some sense. Like you may be standing on giant shoulders, and now that realization helps you to be more, you know, like Brother Sean was saying, courageous, and you know, sincere, so to speak, right? So writing, and maybe specifically just watching a good fight, possibly. You know, that moon separating square from Mars. And maybe watch a good fight to, you know, be inspired in some sense, because it's showing you some sort of discipline. Because people who, whatever their profession is, they make it look easy. But in most cases, you know, if you tried it, you probably couldn't do it. So, you know, it's taking that thought process and then applying that to whatever skill you do have. And then taking that energy. Like just the Kobe's mentality. Like you don't have to play basketball to have the Mamba mentality, right? It's just perspective. So that's pretty much that that energy with that moon sextiles the sun. There's a new sense of individuality here, so to speak. So then 3 hours and 46 minutes after that, the moon is going to oppose Jupiter, right? So yeah, this is good. This is like the moment to stand on your square, so to speak. Excuse me. You're challenged by whomever, you know, to see how you know, are you sincere, or are you just trying to sound deep and intelligent because you've read a book, right? You know, right? So there's that sense of discernment, or, you know, able to distinguish sincerity versus godly.
Y'all hilarious. Y'all are hilarious, y'all. that is the sixth house Jupiter.
Shout out to Google.
Yeah. Okay, I'm acting like I don't even see you there. Yeah. So Jupiter's in the sixth house, right? 28 degrees, 50 minutes in Pisces. And then moon's in Virgo, 28 degrees, 50 minutes. Oh, yeah. So yeah, this is just the Venus in the second house. The second house is doing this thing. Hey yo, for the past like cycle, yo, that second house, every other transit we have, like lit up. Or intensifies, so to speak, in some way. Yeah, this is just a rearrangement on this will kind of go back to what Brother Hassan was saying, really, on what's really service and who's really serving the people, and for what price, so to speak. Like you gotta give me 22,000. You gotta give me 22,000 Federal Reserve notes for me to give you a piece of paper. I'll literally give you, bro, like, I'll literally give you this right here. Hold on. I'll give you this right here for $22,000, like, period. So send it to my Cash App. 22,000. Or if you want me to email it to you, I will email it to you. Just send me the 22,000 first. It's just one piece of paper, and it's gonna free you from everything that you've ever been through.
Yeah. Them freedom papers.
So if you want it, put it in the chat. 22,000.
Send those notes expeditiously.
Or
like, that's cool. Like yeah.
Hilarious, bro. God,
so we're seeing, what's actually, beneficial for us. Is it self-diligence and self-acceptance and due diligence? That's really the way ourselves. Self-acknowledgement, self-acceptance. That's pretty much how you get anything in life, so to speak. Just like Brother Sean was saying earlier, there's nothing wrong with work unless you know what you're working for. So it's like, do you work for some benefit, or do you work for, like, because you love to do it and then it comes with some sort of benefit? Like the things that you love to do, you just do it because you love to do it, not because you're trying to get something out of it. I don't think that's how that goes in most cases. However, you can get some sort of benefit out of it because you're good at it. I don't know. It doesn't have to be like, I'll give you this piece of paper right here for nothing.
Oh, you're so honorable.
Like, here, like, it's just a piece of paper. I'll just print it out. I could just copy it or something, or I could just email it to you if you want. It's a piece of paper. So,
and modify it according to your own thinking, right?
Yeah, right. Please comprehend it according to your Mercury.
Wow.
But yeah, that's really just, what's really helping the people versus what's really sucking the people dry, right?
Wow.
It's really showing itself pretty viciously. So serve yourself properly. Don't look to be served. Yeah. Oh, that's Brother Ara.
But in the chat online on YouTube.
Yeah, yo, that's like, that happened before this transit. Still that energy. Yep. Mm-hmm. You deputy you.
Oh, you talking about that? Sending uniformed criminals home 101? That's what you're talking about?
Yes.
Got you.
Islam. All right, so the moon goes void for 2 hours and 11 minutes after this aspect. So yeah, just and then the sun is still below the horizon. So just study, read one of your favorite books, look at your natal chart, or look at your favorite artist's natal chart and see why that's your favorite artist. How about that? And it's like, oh my God, astrology is really real.
It's got a second Gemini, not just like me.
Oh my God, his moon trines by Jupiter. Okay, all right. Yeah. Yep.
His Skyum sits in my 7th house.
Stop.
Saturn is in the 6th.
God, hilarious.
His Mars is in my 6th house.
God, hilarious.
Oh God, yo. Yeah, that's finding the beauty and imagination, so to speak. Yeah, yes, Islam. So the moon is going to ingress into Libra, right? This is the sign of jurisprudence, diplomacy. Libras will cut your head off if you aren't lawful. However, they have to be sincere first, but they can be slaves to materialism. Unfortunately. But yeah, moon's in the 11th, so this is a recognition of like maybe just taking yourself a little bit more seriously in whatever philosophical studies you are into, like specifically like asana yoga, like just really taking care of the body, and even starting the day with some yoga on this day specifically might it may ignite some sort of it may bring some wounds to the forefront of the mind. However, like the way you may deal with that wound it's going to show some sort of growth in regards of your reactions to things. And then, that'll probably have your day, you'll be all jolly because, I'm not the same person that I was 3 years ago. So yeah, congratulations. Hopefully none of us are.
It's long.
Well, yeah, that's really that moon in the Libra energy, really seeing who and where your friend groups comes together and where you guys may differ, and how that may actually make the friendship exactly what it needs to be, so to speak.
I have nothing against beers or nations, but stagnation is the worst of them all, just to be clear.
Yes, it's like,
so
yes. It's best to move your body. Yes,
move your body.
That is key.
Do some yoga. Move your body. That's another brother Jag Cole, man.
It's like he's my ghostwriter. What's happened again?
Wow.
But 10%. I need a charger. So Mars square Neptune, yeah. Next aspect. I like this aspect a little bit. Makes me think of what Brother Hassan said earlier though about the waters. Something can be brought to the forefront pertaining to the waters. Some sort of contamination, hopefully not. Very possible. Oh yeah, but this is cool. Natally, Capricorns. Ooh, but Cancers too. All right, so Mars in the 5th, right? Yeah, Mars is in the 5th. Neptune in the 2nd. Mars is retrograde. They both retrograde.
Yeah, got it, brother R. We got it. It's long.
Yeah, it's long, bro. Yeah, so this is speaking of good fight. Yeah. That asana yoga, that yoga from earlier. Yeah, it's like it's keeping one at bay from like making hasty moves and like being too reactive to like let's just say miscommunication or different belief systems being criticized based on basically how people think things should be because of their God or their whatever the fuck they believe in. And as adults, or older beings, it's sort of useless for us to be believing in anything at this point in time of our years. So this is really like Moon square Neptune kind of gives me like Like I'm quoting Circle 7, don't endanger your life with a fool energy. Like, I mean, what am I arguing? You don't argue with a child. You just don't. You don't argue with your toddler who's screaming because she's hungry. Like, what are you? Are you deranged?
Wowzer. That's a big mother. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, so this is a good time to really just take all tension, aggression, frustration, aggression, vigor, take all of that into the creative pursuits, business pursuits. Definitely should probably just listen to some, classical music without words, flute, maybe instrumentals, whatever you like. Just be more calm on this, or let the calmness, take over as the as the aggression tries to take tide. Literally.
I was screaming in the hotel lobby. I didn't want to struck.
Just put the pillow over your face.
Wow.
Yes. Put the pillow over your face and scream it out. Or if you play the guitar, play that guitar and literally put all that strum like it's gonna, the guitar is gonna
fingers
scream.
hurt.
Yeah, no, not really, because it's, you know what I mean? You've been there, done that. Right? Or, maybe getting into martial arts may be a good thing to like activate the mind and keep the mind
This is like even like going like purchase some what are those bags they kick in the gym? Like a punching bag or something, like a good
punching
purchase.
Bag. Yes, that's great.
Yeah,
Yep.
don't hurt nobody. Just throw the gloves on, go in your living room.
Finding you a sparring partner. Maybe you need to call your sparring partner and spar it out. Spar though, like we said, spar, not fight.
Right. Not fight.
Yeah, so that's that energy. Next aspect, we got Moon, Sextile, Virgo. Bear with me, I gotta go grab my charger real quick.
It's long. Take your time, man. By the way, while your brother Jag is going mad and I'm still sending things out, let's go right on here to the YouTube chat, live chat. Shout out to brother Aram Bay and mother Carmisha, actually.
Hurricane Depot.
Right?
Islam.
Yo, he said, I like to move it. Yo, all this hilarious. So yeah, man.
Move it.
Yeah, I just practice the whole moderator things too. I mean, brother are a moderator. If anybody else came into this joint, that's the bros. I said that too. You know what I mean? I didn't know I could do that, but building things while we're flying it, man.
Building things while we're flying.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? Because I already know once we complete this, I'm gonna set that email for tomorrow, and then I'm gonna get to printing. Because the printing tools are here. Shout out to all the supported. However, the MVP is brother Sean L. with his brave heart contribution. So make sure that we have what we need for for you guys for your literature, because soon this is not the only thing we'll be publishing on. However, 7HealStar through the edit invoking parallels, but it's not a series, and in series, electricity in series, like let's just look at it like a string of lights. If you remove one light bulb in a series circuit, all the light bulbs will go out. However, in a parallel circuit, you remove one light bulb. That's the only light bulb that's going to go out. All right? Because there is a parallel circuit that has been wired for that to occur. So what we have is not a series pertaining to literature. We have parallels so that you guys can be able to see the consistency and the light in all, even if you're only taking one out to analyze it, so that you can be able to exchange the light with inside yourself, so to speak, so that you can run all parallels pertaining to what is seemingly termed occult knowledge. However, we know it's an open secret, open to those that have the open mind and heart to, let love pour into them and secret to those that look at things like it's taboo and ooh, it's astrology and you must have copper wires around crystals in order to be official. You know, so
repent from that evil. Woo.
I know, right? So it is what it is. However, brother, you let me know when you're ready.
Islam. I got it. I'm back.
All righty, I yield. Islam.
So we got Moon in the 7th, right? Moon is in Libra, right? 3 degrees 43 minutes, and Mercury is in Sagittarius, 3 degrees 43 minutes. Mercury's in the 9th, right? Moon's in the 7th, right? Saturn in the 12th. He's like, yes. Yeah. So this is that this is the energy to really get to the root of things, so to speak. Specifically where Mercury is. That's it's a thrive or a thirst for like, where does this come from, or how do I know that this is this, or how does this come from this, so to speak. Like, why is Saturn exalted in Libra? Why is Mars exalted in Capricorn? Why? Right? It's like that. It needs clarity, so to speak. So this will be that benefic time to, of course, just discuss, with whomever is closest to you, Moon's in Libra, about those specific questions. I use those, Saturn, why Saturn and Libra, to put astrology on the forefront. But it could be like, it could be specifically like, how do you know that the engine works like this way? And then, you're explaining the exact requirements and parts of the engine and how it operates, and it breaks down the let's just say misconcept of how things could have been perceived based on whatever subject matter we're speaking on. But Mercury and Sag it of course has something to do with philosophy, foreign knowledge, or foreign or different cultures, right? Specifically beings releasing the misnomers that have been casted upon them on certain foreign settlers in certain lands. So now it could be reconciled, like, okay, wait, so they traveled here, which would be Mercury, to the 9th house or wherever Sagittarius energy would be geographically represented as. We could say, okay, so they traveled to Ohio. However, they are from the Caucasus Mountains, for example. However, now they're saying they are the founders of Ohio. One day later, what happened? What?
Liars.
Right, so
Liars.
Oh shit, bullshit.
I know, right?
Right. So yeah, it's like it's just reconciling misinformation. Moon sextile, Moon in Libra, specifically sextile Mercury and Sag, because it's Mercury. I mean, Moon in Libra. Libras could be very specific as well with that Libra energy. I mean, Virgo energy. Very detailed and critical on how they analyze information. So then Mercury would, it's like, that's the celestial bridge. It's like, okay, how does that connect to everything? It's like that moment of clarity. It's like, it's just really get into things that we may have been studying and we comprehended, we got it. However, now it's like, it's a little bit more like, whoa. So you're telling me this happened because of this? It's like, yeah. It's like, oh shit, yo. Yeah, like that's this moment. Right. So you'll be a lot of there's a lot of excitement on this Saturday here. Yes.
Yes.
So then last aspect for Saturday, Moon's going to sextile Venus.
Strong beginning.
It's probably oh no, it's not going to be Damn.
All right. There we go.
So the moon is in the seventh. Moon in the seventh, Venus is in the eighth, right?
I thought you just said Luna's in the sixth. I'm like, but nah, go ahead. I yield.
It's yeah, so look at that. This is cool. So this is like those that foreign study or that subject matter that was just like, spoken about, which may have seemed very intense or unusual. Now it's coming to a head where it's like, okay, now it makes sense because you're painting the picture more vividly, so to speak, with the moon, moon in Libra, and Venus being in Sag. It's like, okay, so like it's a beautiful way to really artistically and creatively really express one's emotions. So it kind of makes me think about like definitely painting, but I'm thinking like just straight Salvador Dali. So somebody looking at his paintings or whatever, and then using that painting to give a concept, like, cause you see something in the painting, so it's like he, stroked the brush this way specifically to get that exact, motion or that exact what is the word? Drawing, right? No, it's not the word. Whatever. The exact shit, brain fart. But
so funny you said brain fart, because I'm about to go and check on my beloved mother, mistress, consort, and home on well, please. It sounds like morning sickness. I'll be right back.
Okay, it's on.
It's long.
Get us some tea. But it's fuck. Damn it, I'm annoyed. Oh, Venus, Salvador Dali, paint stroke. Okay. Anyway, this is the I can't let it go. I gotta let it go. Yeah, so just really, hang out with the buddies, because I just had a brain fart, so I'm gonna let it just happen. And bring those different philosophical properties to the party so y'all can all basically come to one within this thing that you've seen that you think is different. In reality, it's really the same. It's just like, okay, so the Christian is going to come saying they're Christian and they're going to talk about the Holy Bible, and then the Buddha is going to come saying they're Buddhist. They're going to say the same story in a different format based on terminology, etymology, and deity, and idol god worship. Seeing that distinct difference and similarity is going to bring mental clarity within yourself and the friend group, right? And also, it could be very painful, sort of, because again, it's going to bring some sort of wound to the forefront. However, you'll see who actually is really your friend versus who's not. I think you said something about that earlier, didn't you, Brother Sean?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? Oh, excuse me. Oh shit! Yeah. I thought, yeah. I just just got a text that threw me off. Okay. We're gonna move on to the 20th of November. Right? Here we are, 28 degrees Scorpio, 8 minutes. The sun is at, as you can see there. Sunrise is specifically at 7 o'clock. Yes. So with this energy, of course, whatever that study that you got into with your close friends or your lady friends, or your mother or grandmother or your old lady or your old man, whatever studies y'all were doing that Saturday, it would probably be best to start the day with that again if you have interest in it, if it brought you some sort of mental clarity and sense of peace, so to speak. Yes, because the first aspect that we have for Saturday is Moon trine Saturn, so it's like you're possibly, in most cases.
Hold on, is this after or before? Hold on, I'm catching up.
It's before. You're good, bro. I got you. After. It's after.
After, yeah, it's definitely after. Yeah. Okay, all right.
But yeah, that Moon trine Saturn energy is going to show you how whatever subject matter specifically, we could just say constitutional law or jurisprudence. The word jurisprudence. Seeing how that is actualized or it's something that's very concrete or stable is going to bring some sort of like enlightenment or it's a sense of bliss, so to speak. So you see the moon's in the 5th, so it's like it's some sort of initiation, so to speak. It's like something is being started. So then Saturn is in the 10th, so it's like, okay, so there's a straight change of status, flat out. So if you're Negro, colored, and Black, you lied. You thought you was. Literally. So now that thought process, like, whoa, hold on. You thought you said you was a Moor. If you said you was Negro, Black, colored, or any of those, you just said you was a Moor for real. So what? What'd you say? That reconciliation within comprehension, and wordplay specifically, because we're talking etymology. Words are going to connect you to culture. Culture is in the language. That's it's proverbs at this point. It's a proverb. So again, it's really seeing how what foundations has been laid before us, before our physical manifestations now, as we are. We now see how to actualize and take those things from times past and to bring it back to fruition as it was deemed to be then, and as we want it to be now, as it was supposed to be then. So we're just taking action to be more vigilant and courageous in what we know versus what most people believe to be the truth. That's that energy, right? So then we're going to move on to the moon, sextile, and Mars. Some more courage. So it's like, all right, now
you got a trine Mars, right?
Oh, yeah, trine Mars. I'm sorry.
What's wrong? I know. I'm just checking me. I made sure. Hold on. I put 120. My apologies.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
All right.
Moon trine Mars. Yes.
That's fine.
So this is these are the quote unquote two malefics, so to speak, Saturn and Mars. Just got trined by Luna.
Mm-hmm. That's funny, right? Bro. That was my thought exactly. I'm sitting here like, wow, trining both the so-called malefics. Like, wow. Right? Yeah, that's what I just thought. All right, I yield.
Yeah. So now Mars is in the 11th, and Moon is in the 3rd. Yeah, 22 degrees 16 minutes.
22 degrees. Brother Sean will tell you that's degree theory by Nicholas Stoyanovich. It's funny because it just came off of trining this. So degree theory, 22 degrees is ruled by
Saturn.
Yuppity. We yield to you, bro.
Islam. Look at what Saturn is doing.
I know, right?
Hilarious. More structure. Yeah, so now we're taking all of that courage and that information and that discipline and stability and conservatism, that conservative energy, right? The way we're conserving ourselves and the way we're applying that energy is being it's being brought to the group for it's like a group challenge, so to speak. So who's the weakest link type energy, but in a good way though, because iron sharpens iron. It's not, you're not weak in reality. However, if you think that mental process, there you are in that mental process of weakness. So, that's just that challenge, and it's being fortified based off of securing relationships, like a friend who, let's just go do yoga today. Let's just 30 minutes. You don't do yoga, but just go do it. Or if you don't do yoga, if you don't work out, go work out. Just try it. Just try something that you don't do, specifically, because it may spark something within you that's going to ignite you creatively, right? And then with that, it's even beautiful because this is all trines on Sunday. The sun is going to trine Jupiter. That's the next aspect. This is later in the day, but that applying energy will be there, so you'll feel it, right? So, sun trine Jupiter. Sun's in Scorpio still. Jupiter's still in Pisces. Jupiter's retrograde. Sun's in the 4th, 28 degrees, 49 minutes. Jupiter retrograde is in the 8th. Yeah. So the this is the immutability, the things that we are sort of bound to, in a sense, in regards of where we come from. So this is just that recognition of, fourth house specifically, like the father and the mother, and the son's there too. So it's like the childhood memories are bringing out something, very, very, it could be challenging and painful, but it's also like it brings a new sense of identity and creativity to one's story, so to speak, if you want to put it like that, because it could just be someone, this specific transit could spark those writers to, speak on that story or that experience that they probably never wanted to speak about. You know what I mean? Or revise, possibly. This could be a revision of something that was already published. And, maybe taking the initiative to be their own publisher, possibly. Like, yeah! Yeah, right?
I'm going to toot the horn for 7HealStar.
Yeah. Well, that's that energy, and it could be very sudden and impactful. You could actually get some sort of assistance from it, or a very unexpected inheritance from that move, depending on what it is. Sincerely based in sincerity and honesty. Oh man, you're already wealthy, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that energy, man, it's really like it's really connecting to ancient foremothers and forefathers and find that beauty and honor in them. This is like people genuinely like, as specific as like going back, like shit, looking up your quote unquote last name, like literally your nomen. It's funny, a friend of mine actually did that today. Like, she sent me her last name and what it meant.
Oh, looking up the origin and meaning to the cognomen.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, and some sort of it's a sense of recognition. Do you relate or do you not? Is it real or is it not? Yeah. Indeed. That's that recognition there, and that's going to bring again it could be painful, but it's going to bring a beautiful sense of identity to oneself. Yeah. And with that, I yield.
It's wrong. Brother Sean.
There you.
It is on you, Braveheart. For sure.
All right, we got Sun conjunct Ascendant, sunrise, All right, this is the last day pertaining to the sun being in Scorpio. So yeah, there's definitely a sun degree there, according to the astrological degrees there.
Wow.
So intensely let your
looky.
soul shine.
Really, that's the sun degree.
Yep. What's that saying from that movie? Oh yeah. Just let your soul glow.
5, 18, and 29 are sun degrees. You're confirming that for degree theory?
Yes, yes.
Islam.
5, 17, and 29.
5, 17, and 29. I stand corrected. Islam.
Shout out to the shirt that's 25, 35, 24, 36. Now
you are hilarious. Luna, hold on. I'm just going to set your next transit, bro.
Sunrise. Yeah. So definitely reflect over this past, month while the sun's been in Scorpio. Just how did you come into more of a deeper relationship, or how did you get more intimate, with yourself and coming to terms with what's hidden, right? So we'll get into first aspect of the day. We have now Luna squaring Pluto. I think my last aspect was Luna trine Pluto. I should be all in the clear too. I think with both of those, you know what I'm saying? Yep, boom. All right. One step for no 6 or 7, one step for Brother Sean, right?
You're hilarious.
Right, where you at, Pluto? All right, so we got Luna hugging that 12th house cuffs, but in the 11th, Pluto's in the 3rd house. Yeah, so this is this is like doing some painting. This is doing some painting or some writing, what they would call quote unquote shadow work. Luna's in Libra in the 11th. So this is like really I get someone's coming across some various different things via the internet, right? Maybe coming across some meditation video or seeing something kind of like some journal work, doing that to like really clear out and empty their mind. Pluto's in the 3rd, so this is the kind of pain, but in the same sense, the beauty of coming to terms with what has passed, but now the opportunity to let go of the current, to open yourself to what's coming for the future here. Pluto's in the 3rd, so ending out with siblings, or maybe not putting this into the energy, but maybe like with one spouse, or just brother or sister in that fashion, or even maybe someone within their own friend group is able to have these talks to really let go of any, like they were like quote unquote bad blood or bad energy, right? Because there's a sense between what that we're looking to get out of when we get on social media. So I think a lot of the collective is going to see like that a lot of beings they follow, or a lot of posts and stuff they interact with, they're going to be looking to do like an unfollow spree here. Really just kind of let go of just things and people that, don't bring peace to their mind. And they'll start to find, because they're becoming to more peace within themselves. So, because social media is a big thing. So clearing out what's not really truly serving you on that tip and fashion. And with that, I will yield. Luna will go void of course here. For
602. Is that how I remember it?
Yep, 602.
602.
Yeah, give me a water. I'm thirsty.
Get yourself some water. You say water?
Do I sound clear, bros, on this?
Yeah, to me, yeah. Wow, how do you sound to you?
I hear like a. Do I sound the same now? Does that sound good?
No, you sound a little muffled now.
I sound muffled now? Okay.
Yeah.
The other one was clear, whatever you did.
Yeah, that one, the first one was much clearer.
Yeah, I just keep the mic on the Mac. Alrighty, so yeah, Luna voted course 6 hours and 2 minutes, so no major purchases during that time. Kind of just wait, hold out, so that you're like, oh man, I didn't listen to 7HealStar and I went and bought that. Now I don't like it. When?
Yep,
It
because
shows you
Moon's
how
what
real that
course.
astrology is, huh?
Islam, Luna.
Oh,
or
you would
Moon
boss
void
up
of
during
course.
Moon void of course, huh? You didn't listen to
It's
7HealStar, now you got
buyer's
buyer's remorse, huh?
Hey, yo. Brother Sean is on one, yo.
Yeah, he on fire today, yo.
He's on fire.
He's on fire.
It's love.
It's love.
It's that horror hero-ness that's just coursing through all of our veins, actually.
Come on, do it, Jag. Do your guitar part. Yeah.
I know, right? Horror heroes. Yeah. All right. I swear, yo, that's gonna be the greatest thing ever, man. Watch, I'm like horror heroes. Watch, it's gonna be children talking about, I want a horror heroes costume for Halloween. It's like, okay. Oh, that's so sweet of you, child, that wants a horror heroes costume. So sweet. All right, I yelled. I'm off it.
We got Luna and Gresson, Scorpio in the 8th house here. Would you look at that?
I know, that's why I was like earlier.
17 degrees, 17 minutes, Aquarius on the rise. Wow, would you look at that? Because let's see, I wonder what that 17 degrees Aquarius is while I'm right here.
And it says 17.
State of air and gases.
Exactly. So what is that? Is that the vapors?
And
is
degree
that
of aviation for Leo.
So people are fly. We're so fly. How fly are you? Okay. Right.
I don't even write the report. We just straight freestyle. We just look and go, Basically. You look at the aspects and go like Chris Paul used to give Blake Griffin a give and go. Oh.
It's long.
All right. Yeah, Luna 8th. Well, we got Saturn rising. So yeah, 0 degrees is like the truest expression here. So yeah, the collective is gonna be feeling whether they want to be with themselves or just with their body, This is closer than close.
It's long.
I wanna get closer than close. So that yeah, you can really have this home transformation here, where now you're able to step into these joint ventures that one has been interested in. So maybe someone comes along with some resources and give you the opportunity, pardon me, to either change domus or maybe start working from home, or just the opportunity to expand upon what you would like to do here. So we'll give you the opportunity to relate and express your goals and careers. I say that Venus is, final expositor over the 8th. Venus is in the 10th. It's Sagittarius. So this may be like a book deal, publishing deal, even like a, opportunity to teach. So maybe someone might be changing schools from where they teach to go somewhere else, right? Maybe like very long distance, or they meet their partner and move, and they come together to work to do something. This is right before Mercury and Venus become conjunct. So yeah, I was expecting to hear some news. Vertex, fatal relations in the 7th and Virgo. So yeah, maybe meeting someone as in business, or maybe getting into like a partnership. I know like Brother Corey sent that one video that was pretty motivating. It's like, let me work for you for 90 days, so maybe studying up under someone that's very foreign to you, different from what you're used to, but that could prove to be something very worthy by chance for that. And yeah, Saturn rising. So just be open to letting other people have your back and not policing yourself. Getting into your mind about, oh, well, I can't do that, or just fuck it, go do it. If it's heartfelt, go for it. Don't let your mind tell you one thing, so you're not like, oh man, I had the opportunity but didn't. Or some opportunities may come up to test you, right? To see if you'll settle for less here, right? So just be open and looking for that, and yeah, really just exploring just the unknown about yourself. Getting to know yourself more. Fuck it, just go do it.
That's it right there. That's it.
What you got to lose, Besides, like, oh, I did it, and now, hey, it worked out. I didn't talk myself out of it. Yeah, and Sun still, like I said, transiting Scorpio, about to move into Sagittarius. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Both luminaries in Scorpio ending and starting. So yeah, this is like ending, one door opening, one door closing, another one opening. So yeah, just pay attention to whatever you do in your fashion, wherever Scorpio is in your chart. New beginnings, closing out the cycles. And with that, I will yield and get into the next aspect, which I think that might be the last one for me.
Right.
Man, bro, I swear this whole time I was sitting here like, man, I might take some notes my Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday. I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
For real. I really thought I had Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday.
That's why earlier I was like, when you was like, yo, you sure Jack got Friday and Monday? I said, oh, snap, did Sean take like some brief notes? Because even though we do the Freestyle Wednesday, sometimes, of course, we're preparing ourselves for something major for the collective. So it's like we've been going into our protocol studies. We've been in the gym. I know I've been in the gym. I've not been playing, bro. Like, I'm really in the gym a lot more than I thought I was. I thought I was really and turned it up. However, yeah, that's why I was asking about that, bro, because I just thought like you had already jotted notes. I was like, oh, that's good practice. Either way, you know what I mean?
Nah, bro, I haven't, man. I think we did like a little notes for like the past intuition Monday, but honestly, I can't even tell you the last time I even wrote a report for real on like when we go in. Like, we've been just straight freestyle, like this the Astro Rap City for real.
It's long in the basement. All right, yeah.
Oh man, Brother Jay, I know you see that, sire. I feel you smiling.
Hey, yo. Because that is quite the sixth house stellium going down there. Everything but Luna is in the sixth house over here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we got Venus and Mercury on this lovely moon day here. So Venus, Mercury, sixth house service. So this is communications and relating, right? How we handle karmas, how we like to treat ourselves, right? How we like to beautify our lives in the sixth house of service. Yeah, so this is definitely getting into like the holistic health here. Sagittarius, it's about just uplifting. So maybe someone wants to start learning about herbs and different things and, leave the prescription medicines alone or find healthier means to take care of their conditions here. So yeah, definitely stretching, getting into the yoga. What is that? 7 Sag right here. Yeah, this is the greed of heart. So yeah, listen to your heart on what things really matter to you. Service. So yeah, this is heart. So listening to your heart and really expressing and communicating that. Because on this Monday, yeah, this is at 5:54 post meridian. Yeah, this is gonna be with all the previous aspects. It's gonna be another lovely day, to just express, communicate. So go do something that you don't usually do. taking your pet out, or making your pet a TikTok, or just filming or doing something with your pet. Also just organizing some literature here, so maybe buying some new books, or just going through some of your old books and notes for this, and getting some true spirituality books. So, going to RV Bay or listening to some lectures of those beings, who are truly on that path and not just doing it to sound good or, extort you of your finances. And Mars got the final say so for the 6th. Mars is in the 1st. Yeah, so this is really like coming into more clarity with self. Mars is rising, Mars malefic or whatever, but you can always take that malefic energy or whatever energy you try to say and flip it into something more positive for yourself, right? So like, instead of, not want to communicate or something, or you want to go talk bad to somebody, how about you have that conversation with yourself, and whatever that is, energy that you're getting out, you're moving that. So you're safely projecting and transmuting that. And with that, I'm you, because I'm thirsty. I gotta get me some water.
Yeah, man, go and do your thing, because I just wanted to just add, yes, Mars retrograde in Gemini there at 22 degrees, Gemini 1 minute, right? It is ruling over not only that 5th house, but also we know that it's clearly ruling over and assisting Jupiter and Neptune over the 11th. However, just to make it clear that Mercury is actually dispositing for Mars. So what's actually occurring here is it's also dealing with friends and refinement and honor also, because the sun is, if I'm not mistaken,
that's the 3rd Navamsha too, ain't it? Yeah, that Mercury and Venus is.
See, would it
0
be
to 320, 320 to 640? Yeah, it's in that 3rd Navamsha.
Let's see, 0 to 320, 320 to 640, 640 to 10. You're correct. It would be in the Gemini Navamsha. Yes, man. So it really is showing a way of really valuing the communication. And you're right, going with inside yourself and really just evaluating. Should you be saying what you're saying? Allow yourself to be friendly and refined and honor. All righty. Really, allow some honor from your past life. And when you're having these fated relationships actually take place. So yeah, Brother Sean, I totally see exactly what you're putting down there, bro, as far as that testimony, right? And so what I'll do here, right, because up next, obviously, and you said you're yielding, so it is I, all right? And let's hit that next, all right, finding that aspect. Right, so guys, I have an ingress to start it out with as I go over this sunrise, right? I have a sunrise. It's actually taking place about, 3 hours and 59 minutes. Hold on, let's see. Make sure I said that right. For 3 hours, 42 minutes. All right, so 3 hours, about 3 hours, 42 minutes before this sunrise. Sag is hosting a solar ingress, actually. However, as you can see at 0 degrees, 9 minutes is actually where the solar lunar, the solar ascendant conjunction is actually taking place here. So now officially, when it comes to the 9th house, very interesting how when it comes to sun transiting the 9th sign at sunrise, we see that Leo is on the 9th house cusp. So guys are really bringing to the light and being very creative in our higher learning endeavors. I mean, people are going to be building projects. All righty. You may be building some projects with your children. All righty. Maybe there's a science fair that's about to go down of some sort. And you guys are going to really see how you can really value the things that are thought about, that are well communicated, really be very fortunate, not only to yourself, but your children also. The children you help to make, or those children that you've helped to blend within your sphere. All righty. As far as, maybe you're now with someone and you guys both have children, or one or the other, have helped to make children, or you brought children from previous interactions. However, here you will be able to see the creativity is on an all-time high. Like, you can really teach the science pertaining to art and the art pertaining to science. All right, that's really on the forefront, especially for this transit here. Draftsmanship or draughtsmanship is 0 to 3 degrees Sagittarius. So we're going to really be bringing to light some things that are, you got all this technology, but a lot of people are going to be enjoying pencil and paper, a whole lot, compass and square. All right. So with that, I yield the floor. I do have 2 transits. Well, first, let me do this ingress. The ingress that I have is happening, like I said, about 3 hours and 42 minutes. That's a 9, right? 3, 4, 2 equals 9. At 3:20, all righty, ante-meridian, we actually have Sol ingressing Sag, right? And I just spoke briefly on it, right? So you can see that, hey, the sun, when it's in Sag, as we can see, in 3 hours and 42 minutes, it moved 9 minutes. Do you see that? 3, 4, 2 equals 9, and the sun moved 9 minutes. Once it hit the sunrise, 3 hours and 42 minutes after this taking place. Yeah, I thought that was pretty interessante as far as seeing that pattern connection there. However, it's happening in the second house, so we're really being creative with our higher learning and pulling up the values, guys. I'm telling you, this is a moment in time where you're going to really enjoy bringing those things that, maybe what you do. Maybe you're a designer of some sort, maybe you're like I and my bros, maybe the content that you create is for the assistance in uplifting fallen humanity. So taking the skill sets that you have in art and things of that nature. However, you have a means to share it with children that may not even have an interest in expressing that art in the way that you do or the way that we do. However, they are going to actually learn some things that will stick with them for the rest of their lives. All righty. So you elder beings out there, you elder sentient beings or elder to the youth that you're going to be speaking to, recognize that you have the means to be very impressionable in this moment in time, because the children are going to be looking to you for just about any and everything that could improve themselves. I think you'll catch their attention through art, though. Again, the art pertaining to science and the science pertaining to art. And with that, I yielded the floor, right? Because we have a lunar Uranian reflection that's occurring, right? It's interesting because it's occurring at 1600 hours, 24 minutes Eastern. From our perspective, near the Baltimore Corporation, Maryland State Republic. Alrighty, what you can actually see here, though, it's again, because we know Uranus is clearly at 16 degrees, between 16 and 17 degrees Taurus. So the moon is going to be between 16 and 17 degrees Scorpio, still dealing with painting, growing, influential in organization. So this is the degree exactly where the eclipse took place. All right, the lunar eclipse took place here. And that's why, I don't know if you guys have seen, I know for myself, I've been seeing a lot of things coming up about paintings, either in conversation with my beloved mother, mistress consort, things that we're seeing and sharing within our groups on, some of our social media groups that I and the brothers have. And one thing's for sure and two things for certain, I think people are really going to be paying attention and seeing like murals near the city corporations that people are near, the city corporations that people are, that the people have near them. Let me say that, because these are occupying corporations who obviously seem to paint people within the jurisdiction pertaining to municipal codes or ordinances or state statutes or federal statutes, when, hey, the only painting that's going to be really paid attention to is how people are not actually painted within corporate jurisdictions to be held liable for anything that is said to be a so-called infraction or whatever, so to speak. What's actually going to occur here, people are going to really be able to get the clearer picture of the painting. Is a picture worth 1,000 words, so to speak, as it says. However, are those 1,000 words worth the painting? So with that being said, you're going to be able to, leap back into your childhood just a bit, put the spotlight on some things that you value, and really possess that what you need to really bring forward. Some things you should be writing down, actually. So allow yourself to journal accordingly and appropriately. And with that, I yield the floor. The next transit that I have is a lunar Saturnian square, actually, right? Oh, pardon me. Am I still in the lunar Uranian pardon me, I kind of went for it. This is the lunar Uranian reflection. All right, forgive me, I was still on that solar ingress in the Sag. I know my mind just totally went into the painting portion, which I just kind of gave testimony for. However, let's see exactly where this is happening, the 6th and the 12th house. So we're really allowing ourselves to reflect the service that can come from the wisdom, or reflect the wisdom that can come from service. So what you'll actually see is you may be doing something repetitiously and you actually learn that you can do something with the same tools and materials that you've been using every day. However, you've had a fresh perspective poured onto you. Alrighty, there. Just imagine if you're at the top glass of a matrimonial champagne pouring pyramid. You're that top glass in your first reception, and what you see and what you receive, which is poured into you. Your overflow is going to allow you to be able to see some things that you haven't seen, right? And I'm saying that metaphorically so that you can be able to outpour that which is necessary, because you'll be able to gain more for yourself the more that you teach others. Because when you teach others, you allow room for you to gain more, for you to actually hone your skills a lot better. And when you have this fated interaction, either with yourself, your past life self, and or your childhood, you can be able to really subconsciously allow yourself to pet, so to speak, your own ego and your own I am. When I say ego, I'm not speaking in the negative connotation in which ego is normally used. When I say ego, I'm speaking the Latin ego. Ego means I am. All right, so you can actually allow yourself to nurture, embrace, pet, right, so to speak, your I am, right? Allow that lower self to uphold that higher self so that you can be able to move towards your soul's destiny, right? And making the sudden changes necessary that are very fortunate by learning from the wounds of the past, wounds that you've healed from, and that will also be a life's lesson and what will assist you in learning. So be very hospitable in your service. Make sure you're reflecting the wisdom that serves others, and really make sure that others are serving you in a way that even if you like it or don't like it, you can find the wisdom in isolating yourself from those particular behaviors, or actually seeing yourself within those particular behaviors. Major self-reflection here between the subconscious mind and a bit of the superconscious thinking also, because Uranus technically is a higher vibration pertaining to Mercury. All right, and with that, I yield the floor. Last but not least, we have a lunar Saturnian square here. All right, still happening on the 22nd, November 2022, right? 22/11/2022, right? So with that being said, guys, what we actually see here around 2100 hours, 33 minutes, which is very interesting. It's 2100 hours, 32 minutes and 33 seconds to be clear. All right, we actually have Luna here at 19 degrees, 24 minutes in Scorpio. Within the 4th house, there's some accidental dignity there while being in the sign, quote unquote, opposite to its exaltation sign. However, what we're really bringing home here is a way to inherit security. All righty, our subconscious mind really allows us to really contemplate on some things, or you may actually have some type of flash daydream that really inspires you to really find what's essential about how you make sudden changes and how you relate to others. All righty, so when you really see that you can really pour out some information that's really beneficial to the people at large, what you'll really see that the people will actually recognize that your heart is sincerely genuine, because you are 9 times out of 10 not really asking for anything in return. You're actually giving them something that they need, because the real prize actually comes when they, saying this respectfully, they take for granted in analyzing what's essential about that which you're sharing. However, they'll be able to stand on the knowledge poured out from you and how you related to them, and they'll actually allow themselves to be able to relate to others, and even including you, because you'll be able to grant them a comprehension pertaining to who you are, being the sentient being that you are, and it will allow them to be able to, secure themselves. So allow your self-esteem and your heightened security within yourself to allow those that may observe you, that may be insecure, to really have the courage to better themselves. All righty. Leo actually on the rise here with the sun there in the same house with the moon. Is just really letting me know that, you know, when it comes to children, guys, all righty, you can really allow yourself to specifically, let me make sure I'm clear on this. I don't want to say fashion for a 7th degree Leo. Interessante. What we can really look at is, wow, Clash of the Titans. Might find yourself actually looking to the stars in the sense where the children will be clearly feeling like the mythical Perseus. However, this is where you can actually spark something within the children. They'll be very fortunate for their own discipline. So this will be probably a means for you to actually allow the children to be able to secure within themselves and their self-esteem a means to be really good at some subject that they're really interested in, or they want to be really good at it, but they just don't have the means to be the best. In other words, let's say if it's math, show them some unique way in calculating that makes them comfortable. All right. Shine the light on that. Bring some recreation to the erudition. With that, I'm going to move along right here. Let me bring up this next solar ascendant conjunction and closing out for us for Odin's Day. Odin's Day is our beloved brother in whom we are well pleased. Brother Regulus, Time Star Muhammad Day. His brother.
It's not good looking, bro. I'm over here getting ready. My fault.
Oh, no worries.
Walk away from the computer.
It is no worries. You got what's that? 4 transits in the ingress.
Indeed. So we got the sun on the ascendant. Sun is now in Sagittarius. 1 degree, 10 minutes, Sagittarius. Right. So specifically and very, very deeply, erudition is pretty much the topic of discussion here, or it's at the forefront of the mind. So really take heed and consider those testimonies pertaining to that lunar Scorpio transit, moon trining Neptune and applying trine to Jupiter, applying that emphasis on being yourself. Basically is pretty much the key tone of this Sagittarius or sun transiting Sagittarius energy. So yeah, moving on to the first aspect that we have, that is moon trine Neptune, right? This is before sunrise. What's that? What we got? 3:03. So yeah, most beings are asleep around this time. But if not,
we'll be doing service.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say nothing either. I wasn't even gonna.
I am.
He said, I am. Hey, yo.
I affirm.
Ego, right?
Yeah. So as Bro Sean said, there's some sort of reinitiation or reconsideration with some form of service and or how we're being served, like we was talking about with the moon opposed Jupiter transit. But now with the moon being in Scorpio, and it's in the 2nd house here, and then Neptune is in the 6th. This is really just a good time to really let your intuition flow, and probably, like Bro Hassan was saying, writing and journaling would be the best thing to do with this energy, because or going back to some things that you may have written or been journaling on, or whatever study subject matter, philosophy, working out, possibly even getting a new position in your job, so to speak. All of those energies are pretty much being emphasized with the moon trine Neptune energy. So being open to like taking a different position than that you're used to having would put you in a better position to like take a new position, literally. So being the student as you are the teacher would do you some justice, because it's, you know, like it's like acting or not showing everything that you know would bring you some sort of justice, so to speak, some sort of sense of clarity, right? So that's that energy with that moon trine Neptune. And then the moon's going to trine, the moon's going to sextile Pluto. So Pluto, you know, in Capricorn, and the moon's in Scorpio. Just speaking on that Job, it could be some sort of sudden change within, you know, maybe just the dynamic, or specifically the friend group. So the moon's in the 11th and Pluto's in the 1st. So there could be a change within most people that you may be close to, or that you find dear to your heart. However, there may be some sort of changes that need to occur within that friend group for a more benefic group dynamic. So like each individual can be themselves within the group, and then each individual brings their specific skill to the group. And now we're like, what's it called again? Megazord? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Word. Yeah, that's that energy with moon and Scorpio, sextile Pluto and Capricorn. So the Scorpio is like our inherent abilities being unified for a bigger cause, a greater cause, so to speak. That's moon sextile Pluto and Capricorn. Yes. So we speaking about status change and a change of identity. Like that's pretty much at the forefront. Are you a slave or are you not a slave? Because there's only, you know, two choices there.
Are you a slave?
You're a live, free being, or are you a slave? Yes, voluntary servitude versus involuntary servitude. Which is which? Then the moon's going to trine Jupiter. That's the moon's last aspect. Then it goes void for an hour and 11. No.
159.
Yeah, 159. 13:16 to 15:15. Yes, 159. So moon is in the 9th house. Jupiter is in the 1st house, retrograde. Oh yeah. So again, this is that challenge to stand up for yourself. Yeah, because the moon is how you feel, and your intuitive and subconscious abilities that you know, again, inherently have, but you may not consciously know how you've inherited these abilities. So now the Jupiter retrograde in the 1st house, trine moon and Scorpio in the 9th. It's like it's bringing clarity to that consanguinity, or your consanguinity is like connecting to that bloodline and where you originate from, and where the things that you are interested in originates from is the topic of discussion. Like, so if you're into let's say fencing, to just be, you know, different, unique. Like, why am I into fencing? No one likes to fence. No one wants to put on a mask and play with the sword that's not really a sword. Like, who does that, right? And of course, you find out that your great-grandfather is the best fencer of all time. And it's like, oh, yeah, that's why I'm into that. I guess.
Mhm.
So
You're
that, you know, that's
genetically predisposed to fencing. No, I'm kidding.
right. Yeah, so that recognition brings clarity and a sense of excitement for creative endeavors that may have been shunned based off of doubt and a sense of an inner sense of failure, so to speak, or feeling like a failure because you didn't reach certain guidelines or do certain tasks that, let's say, your siblings may have did, or your cousin who's a doctor and she has a BMW and she's only 23 and you're 35 and you never went to college, so I'm a failure. It's like, well, technically, the worst slaves or the best slaves are the educated slaves, according to a holy text. So again, that just goes back to that moon square Neptune thing. You don't really debate with children. So finding that peace with who you are and who you are not, you know, that'll just it'll initiate some sort of self-initiation, because it's going to bring out, you know, exactly who you are rather than who you were told to be. And it's just the new moon energy too, so it's going to be very potent. Everything that you've been doing for the past 28 days, where's my fast? Either you've been super well, we won't even say either what you've been either doing. You know what you've been doing. So those 28 days.
Yo.
I know what you've been doing for the past moon cycle.
I know what you did last summer.
I know, right?
I know what you did last moon cycle.
I know what you did.
Like, wow.
I know what you did last fortnight.
For sure.
You know, that energy is going to show itself. So it's best to recognize your position and your situation and yield to the universal principles, or, you know, be a hard ass and just fall on your own sword. It's on you. Moving on, so the moon goes void for 1 hour and 59, as we said. The moon is going into Sagittarius. And that is not in the 6th house. Yep, it's in the 7th. Yeah, so, you know, this is probably just...
Don't be mad, brother Sean.
Oh, wait. Zip, I'm quiet. Zip.
He's trying to be quiet. Yeah, this is we going on a trip. We're going on a trip specifically with someone, you know, dear to your heart. Or you could be going to see your brothers.
Where is my habibi? No, I'm joking.
Wow. Wow, brother Sean. Just
Where's,
wow.
You know habibi, you know?
My habibi. Where's my baby? Or interestingly enough, you could meet your lover on a trip very fatedly. Yes. Yeah, but this is a very scholarly moment. The women are taking charge on being mother. She's like recognizing she's the mother of civilization. And now, at that point, everything pretty much falls. That's not honorable to honoring mother. Because if you're not honoring mother, you're not honoring nature. So it's like, well, you got to go. Unfortunately. Well, you have to change your energy more so. You aren't really going anywhere. You just have to come correct, energetically speaking, or naturally speaking. Better yet. So philosophy and philosophy of fire. Who is that? Damn it.
So the philosophy of fire.
Yes, I forget who that was that Randolph? It's not Randolph.
Oh, you're talking about Pascal Beverly Randolph?
Yeah, I don't think that's not, he didn't publish that.
Interessante.
I forget who published that book. Google it. Philosophy of Fire. Just
Philosophy of Fire.
Or Striking Thoughts by Bruce Lee. Or Anarchy, State, and Utopia by Robert Nozick.
Interessante.
Excuse me. But yeah, philosophy and really opening the mind is the energy. So if you aren't doing that, the universe will force you to do it. So it's best if you're already doing it, and then you'll be smiling like everyone else. All right, moving on to the new moon aspect. And this is just pretty much like I said, having one really standing up for themselves.
2 seconds. I got you, bro. I got you with that solar lunar conjunction there. Pardon me. My beloved mother, mistress, consort, in whom I'm well pleased, has brought some victuals. So, and by the way, shout out to her, guys. Like seriously,
Always.
she's so supportive of 7HealStar. You just have no idea.
Okay.
You always got those. You got those mothers that are no longer in the prophet's hands, unconscious. You know what I mean? So it's like yes, you know what I mean. However, at the same time, it's very. It brings me to a level of honor for a mother in a way, man, to just see like, bro, we really got some sincere support. And I think this is where I choose quality over quantity any day. All right. Seriously. So it's nothing like being a solar arc couple, right? Everybody has their solar arc coupling out there, like Brother Sean tell it, right? So let's move forward there. Boom shakalaka. Right?
All right.
TikTok.
The last aspect for the day is Sun conjunct Moon, which is the new moon, and it is in the 6th house, which everyone just loves to see. Yeah, and look at Mercury in the 7th. Yes, with Venus. Yeah, so this is this is a study date or a reading date, or you're going to the library to, like we've been saying, whatever you've been studying, you need more clarification on what it is and why it is. So without that clarity, you're going to be on an endless search. The search is going to be restless. You won't be able to sleep until you get the answer. So it's best for you to yield yourself to someone who may be more knowledgeable in the subject matter for a more easier approach to whatever it is you may be looking at or dealing with. Because specifically, well, it's just the 6th house, so it's like whatever sort of daily routines that you may need to readjust, so to speak. And then, we're speaking on Sagittarius, so like blood flow will be very important here. So like we were saying earlier, yoga would be the best bet to probably incorporate into someone's day-to-day routine. And even like reading, possibly like starting your day with reading a book instead of starting your day with social media outlets is going to bring it's just going to bring a whole new start and refreshment to how you start your day. Your day starting reading a book like As a Man Thinketh, so to speak, or even a poetry book, like some of your favorite poets. Prophet Noble Drew Ali specifically, that's a hell of a poet there. But just seeing how starting your day with something that you love to do rather than starting your day with something that you may be addicted to, that difference in how your day goes, you'll be able to see it more, more prudently. So with that energy, it's just best to focus on what your routines are, and if they are detrimental to your vitality, your life, or if it is, bringing more vitality to you. So you want to sustain your life and not deplete your life. So what bad habits or negative attitudes or thoughts that you may have, or someone around you who may have these negative thoughts, how do you eradicate that? You just don't deal with it if it's not really something that you want to deal with. So that's pretty much this new moon energy. It's gonna connect you to what really connects you to life, rather than the superficial shit. So all superficial friendships, expect those to fade away for this new moon energy. And if you're superficial with yourself too, you'll probably be put on the spotlight or something along those lines. So be honorable, be sincere, and everything shall be blissful. Yeah, that's that. That's that. I yield with that, bro.
It's long, man. Let me go and hit the stop share. Thank you again, baby. Thank you so much. Hit the stop share. Thank you to my beloved brothers, in whom I am well pleased as I get the dill sauce off my lips. Seriously, but with that being said, guys, have it in the background. Right? Did I just do that? But I ain't do that. Put this thing back on up. There we go. Brother Terrell Tamari Bay with the last testimony for what Brother Sean and I kind of went in globally for you guys, right? And I thank Brother Terrell for adding his wisdom to that solar lunar conjunction there. You guys didn't catch it for Monday for the solar lunar conjunction, what we went in on for Intuition Monday. What you guys can do, you can go to 7HealStar.com, right? And sign up for our email list. You will not be disappointed, all right? Sign up for our email list here at 7HealStar.com, guys. You should be receiving an email in the morning, because once I finish this here, along with this falafel wrap, I am going to make sure, I'm just saying, I'm going to make sure that I set the email so you guys can, I'll just set a time for it so you can receive it early in the morning. Alrighty, probably like 6 or 7 Eastern. So adjust your time accordingly, so to speak. Right. So with that being said, are there any questions, comments, and/or suggestions from my bros? I'm going to go and check the YouTube chat here. See if we missed anything in the chat. All right, looks like we're good there. Right. Any other questions, comments, and/or suggestions? I know both my bros look like you have to do your travel thing. Yeah, well, at least brother Jag. What about you, Sean? You just been kind of moving around though. You gotta...
He stay moving. He don't know how to sit still. He don't know that.
Man, don't call me out like that, bro. Like, man, like we all asked about the rest and recharge. Like literally, I was up to like 3 or 4, just like listening to music, and not today, but the last degree. I'm like, man, I cannot go to sleep.
Wow.
And last night, I'm like.
Wow, I wonder if that is some way, shape, or form your Mercury and Leo is activated. Because I ain't gonna front, I kind of had that feeling. Let me think. What did I do I ain't gonna front. I know this evening that just passed, right before me rising this morning, I kind of nightcapped, so to speak, with Dion Cole's new Netflix thing, Charlene's Boy. It was pretty funny. I still think Cold Hearted was funnier. This one was just a little more raw. It was just speaking about things. I'm like, However, my mindset was get some rest because you'll regret it if you stay up. Because I was tempted to just come in the office and just print all the night before last. Print. I was just like, I forced myself to actually rest and recharge when I really felt like I was like, I'm going to have one of those days where I'm spaced out for being up for 36 hours. And I'm going to be like, oh, you know what I mean? Like we've seen Brother Hassan on those days before. I'm just like, oh yeah, cool. Okay, I made a mistake. Okay, I need to get some rest after this. And then as soon as we finish the live, I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, my baby she only seen me like that twice. She's like, you fell asleep in the middle of the day, because normally I'm up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm serious. Like the knockout during the middle of the day, shit. That means I really exhausted myself. However, bros, you guys got anything to suggest? Say, guys, get your Mirror AstroLiteracy sessions done. All of us are qualified to do those. I know I and Brother Jag are really, really into the mix of doing the Mirror AstroLiteracy sessions. I know Brother Sean Alim, he can do the Mirror AstroLiteracy sessions also. However, we already know he not only has the Reiki and many other reports on 7HealStar.com. However, that mental magician report is a beautiful icebreaker for those of you that like to get your report reading on, right? Then also, Brother Corey Bay, alrighty, has your astrology, Ayurvedically speaking, right? Because Brother Corey is the wellness coach, as well as being a certified international professional astrologer, alrighty. And then, guys, already know when it comes to you getting your civics training, not just through me, however, with Brother Aura Muwaba Bay, he's so chill and laid back. He's not really, for the spotlight, as he says. However, the spotlight just loves him, so to speak. The camera loves him. So with that being said, guys, not only are we doing the astrology, making sure you're having the civics too, as all our brothers are making sure they're exercising their protocols through certification, as well as approaching eventually having their certification intensives complete, so that they can also have that with them also. So however, when it comes to the certified international professional astrologers, I, Brother Terrell Smari Bay, Brother Corey Bay, and Brother Sean Alim L are ready for you all to schedule today, right? And every day, your Mirror AstroLiteracy sessions, and get your mental magician reports from Brother Sean Alim L. All right. And we're all qualified to do mental magician reports also. We just do what we do. You know what I mean? I actually see, I don't know, I'm not gonna put this on Brother Jag, but my Brother Jag is like Michael Earlywine's inspiration, right? I know people are like, but hold on, Michael Earlywine came before Jag. Yeah, I don't know about that, right? We're
in his body,
right? I know, right? We're ancients returned. So at the end of the day, when it comes to music and astrology, I think that's really because Michael Earlywine, if I'm not mistaken, is a guitar player. Just and so is Brother Jag, right? However, it's something about music and astrology that just makes you grasp it even more, because music is about coordination. It means with order. All righty. So, and having that with orderedness, or with orderliness, so to speak, not orderly is like, someone who works in a mental institution. I'm just saying being ordered in the sense of one being able to govern themselves accordingly. And a lot of people, I don't think, recognize art and music is very coordinating. It really allows people to be self-assertive in a very just and loving fashion. All righty. A lot of times, sometimes people don't encourage the art and the music in children. However, look at us. We've been consistent for almost 3 years now, over 400 presentations on 7HealStar YouTube, not including the presentations that we have on Astrology Street's YouTube. All righty. So guys, we're just going to continue to do what we do. I think when it comes to caring about what people think, we kind of just bypass that. We're like, oh, excuse me, giving a fuck, pardon me, so we kind of just move that out the way and continue to do what it is that we do. I'm going to put this falafel wrap down. I don't want to put it near Diesel because he'll literally try to pull it off the table. I smell deliciousness. Like, okay. All right. So with that being said, no more questions, comments, and or suggestions. Any from my bros going once. Questions, comments, and or suggestions going twice. All righty, guys. Again, go to 7HealStar.com. Sign up for our email list so that you can get that email in the morning, so you can catch this Monday's presentation, and other beautiful things that are shared there also, guys. And go and check out 7HealStar.com. Go and explore it. Share it with your loved ones, right? Because our website is going to continue to grow as we bring more things to it. Eventually, you guys will be able to come there and express your opinions astrologically, not just on our Instagram and other social media, Facebook, TikTok, as we are all over those social media platforms also, and YouTube. However, you guys will be able to come to 7HealStar.com, which is the central the landing page, so to speak, whatever. But you'll be able to schedule get your classes done. We have archived workshops there. Schedule your sessions with either one of us, as well as you guys can have some free tools there that are easily downloadable, as well as you can cash a chart for free there also. All righty. So 7HealStar.com is, if I'm seeing it properly, the first Moorish American produced website, right? Where you can go and cast your astrology chart pro bono, so to speak. So not only do we provide you pro bono, means, so to speak, astrologically. However, guys, we also provide a means for you to compensate us for that which we're really, really good at, and to do in a very short amount of time, actually. So, by the way, guys, make sure now you get your mirror sessions in, because I'm going to make this announcement and make it now. Again, we're giving a fuck out of the way. And letting you know that, yes, the mirror sessions are actually worth 990 units, about 999 units for what we do. It's a 3-hour session. We are well worth, professionally speaking, 333 units per hour. However, I think what we're going to do soon, so you guys can get this now, because those that actually have gotten their mirror sessions done that are within our databases early, before we actually increasing to 333 units per session. All righty. Just warning you guys respectfully, you guys will still be able to have, some type of, perks and discounts, so to speak, as far as beings that have, gotten their mirror AstroLiteracy sessions done. However, guys, 7HealStar has well enough paid their dues and continues to do so, and making sure you all have what it is that you need. All righty, when it comes to astrology, especially when you guys can go and access Prophet Noble Drew Ali University for no cost. What it costs you? Okay, we'll be honest. It costs you your email. All you gotta do is click it, and then we add you to it, so you can actually have the same access to the libraries that we've set up. You guys can have access to that also. So with that being said, guys, get your mirror AstroLiteracy sessions scheduled. Get your mental magician reports ordered, because we will be increasing the LMOs in our tuition, because we're really good at what we do. We've been providing a community service for you all every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now Sundays also. So we're doing a lot of pro bono work, guys. However, at the end of the day, we are not looking for the Federal Reserve notes or the Cash App. What it is respecting our energy and how we actually bring forth to you all that which we are internationally certified professional astrologers for. All righty. So with that being said, any questions, comments, and or suggestions? Again, going once, going twice, going thrice. This is where I and my beloved brother, Terrell Tamari Bay, my beloved brother, Sean Ali Mel, we all say to you all, namaste, namaste, namaste. And thank you all for interacting in the chat. Islam, Islam, Islam. Peace and love.
Peace and love.